In this video, we're going to take a look at a few police encounters where cops were way out of line and eventually got punished for it. Let's get it on. A man was hooking up his boat in front of his house in Rohnert Park, California, when he saw a police officer driving through his neighborhood and decided to record him. The cop stopped his car as he clearly didn't appreciate being filmed despite the fact that the man had every right to do so. You're not going to believe what the cop did next. Yes, he actually started filming the guy as well. You really can't make this stuff up. The next thing you know, the cop got out of the vehicle, approached the man and asked him to get his hands out of his pockets.
Hi, go take your hand out of your pocket.
No, sir, I haven't done nothing. I've done absolutely nothing, no.
The man refused to do it as he had done nothing wrong. The cop didn't take no for an answer and actually pulled his gun out.
Put your gun down, really?
As the cop was calling for backup, the guy pulled out his phone and keys out of his pockets and placed them on the hood of the car. He was visibly shaken at this point, and he warned the cop not to touch him.
This one's really got a gun on me. No. You don't touch me. You don't touch me.
I'm at that address.
You don't touch me.
Hey, man.
No, you don't touch me.
When I tell you to take your hand out.
I've done nothing.
Okay.
Nope.
When he asked the cop what he did, the cop, acting all smug and arrogant, said that it was because he was filming him.
What have I done? Why'd you get out of your vehicle?
You're taking a picture of me. I'm taking a picture of you.
You take a picture and leave.
Okay. I don't have to leave.
Neither do I.
So, I told you to take your hand out of your pocket. I just want to make sure you don't have a weapon.
You know I don't have a weapon on me.
Okay. I don't know that.
You do that. I'm completely clear. Wrong. You have your gun out because you're a police officer. You're trying to intimidate me, and this is going all over.
He then went on to ask the guy if he was some constitutionalist or crazy guy, while intimidating him the whole time with a gun.
What's wrong with you?
Your station is corrupt.
Oh, okay. Are you some kind of a constitutionalist?
No, sir.
Crazy guy or something like that? Is that your
Is that what you're going after? Is that where you're going?
I'm
Are you throwing claims around?
After some time, the cop finally realized that he went too far and you can see him going away. The Rohnert mayor and city manager said they are conducting an internal review of the incident. A woman named Jacqueline Craig from Fort Worth, Texas, called the police after her neighbor had choked her 7-year-old son because of littering. She never thought that she would be harassed by the police. The video shows a cop asking the woman why she didn't teach her son not to litter, to which she responded that the man had no right to put his hands on the boy.
Well, why don't you teach your son not to litter?
But it doesn't matter if he did or didn't. It doesn't give him the right to put his hands on it.
Why not?
Because he don't? It don't? What you mean?
If you keep yelling at me, you're going to me off and I'm going to take you to jail.
The cop, in a rather arrogant tone, asks the woman why she keeps yelling at him. He then threatens her and warns her not to get him angry. The woman's 15-year-old daughter then stands between the cop and her mother, and that's when the situation escalates.
You're under arrest.
The cop completely loses it at this point, pushes the girl, pulls out his taser, and brings Jacqueline to the ground. It's unclear whether he used the taser or not. He then goes on to arrest her as well as her daughter and the woman filming the video for resisting arrest.
You're under arrest.
But the cop also had to face consequences as the Fort Worth police placed him on restricted duty. He eventually got suspended, but only for 10 days. As for Jacqueline Craig, she filed a lawsuit, and the city of Fort Worth agreed to pay her $150,000 pending council approval. In August 2020, 22-year-old Dylan Puente was on his way to his grandmother's place in Keller, Texas, when he was pulled over by the cops for making a wide right turn. Body cam video shows Sergeant Blake Shimonek asking Dylan to get out of the car and then placing him in handcuffs because he was acting suspicious.
Made a wide right turn when he turned from 1709 to 377. Step out of the car for me. Face that direction. Why are you acting so suspicious? Well, you're rolling your window up when I'm walking up on scene for a routine traffic stop. Ain't nothing going on.
Shimonek later explained in a report that he detained Dylan because he was worried about his safety. As the sergeant was putting Dylan in handcuffs, the boy's dad, Marco, pulled up and stopped his car just across the street. The sergeant said that he would arrest him as well for blocking the road if he didn't park and get out of the car.
You're about to be arrested for blocking the roadway if you don't park and get out.
I rolled
Park over there.
Marco obeyed the command and started filming his son's arrest. Sergeant Shimonek didn't like that, so he instructed his colleague to arrest Marco.
Arrest him.
For what?
For blocking the roadway.
The next thing you know, the officers were trying to take him down, pepper spray him, and even take his phone. You can then see one of the officers pepper spraying the man.
Put your phone down. Put your hands behind your head.
Hey, Russ, I hope you got this on video. This guy's arresting me for just standing here. And now he's taking my phone away.
You get sprayed. Okay?
I'm
Put your hands behind your head.
My God.
Spray.
I'm not even doing anything.
In Marco's own words, it was a total fiasco, and the officers got way out of control. Dylan eventually paid the ticket for his wide turn, but Keller PD leadership called the use of force and arrest of Marco Puente inappropriate. An internal affairs review found misconduct, which led to Shamanik's demotion from his rank as a sergeant to officer. On June 21, 2021, a manager of a convenience store called the police because a man was panhandling at the store. When Officer Matthew Cavender and his partner arrived at the scene, they found 64-year-old Timothy Grant in a wheelchair. They ran his name and learned that he had 5 active warrants, so they proceeded to arrest him. There was a struggle, but mainly because of the fact that the man was in a wheelchair. He wasn't violent or anything like that, and when he was on the ground, Officer Cavender tased him not once, but 4 times.
Are you gonna walk or not? Put your hand behind your back.
St. Petersburg Police Department Chief Anthony Holloway says that this use of force was uncalled for and that the taser shouldn't have been the officer's first option, which is why he was fired. This video taken by a phone in Largo, Florida, shows a cop, one Brian Livernois, using profane and threatening language at a 17-year-old boy.
Put it out, Reggie. Put it out.
Put it out, bro. Stop.
That's what gonna make. Well, you want to buck up on me, dude? Huh?
Just chill out, bro. Just put it out. Just put it out.
You got a problem with me? You got a problem with me?
A group of witnesses behind the camera can be heard repeatedly telling the teen to calm down.
Me? Yeah,
bro, Reggie, just chill, bro.
Just chill, bro.
You're gonna give us more
Hey,
hard time if
my brother's special. Just chill. That's all I'm saying.
You can then see the officer placing his hand on the teen's arm and bringing him to the hood of the car.
You know what? Let's go. Okay,
Bro, just chill, bro. Reggie, hey, don't resist. Reggie, don't resist.
do it.
One of the witnesses, the boy's friend, was telling him not to resist the arrest, which caused the boy to calm down and turn his back on the cop. But then the unimaginable happened. The officer actually grabbed the boy by his neck.
Resist, Reggie, don't resist.
Do it. I'm telling you right now.
Oh, hey, bro, what the fuck?
As you can imagine, that action disturbed everyone around. They started yelling, and one guy wearing the red shirt actually ran towards the officer to confront him. The officer then let go of the teen, got into a shouting match against the guy in the red shirt, and told him that he is going to jail.
Bro, don't get...
Hey, get off my phone.
No, don't do it.
I'll get you. Grab his
Get out of my face right now.
Bro, don't touch him.
Bro, don't touch him. Bro,
touch him like that again.
Come on.
Touch him like that again.
Go to
Reggie.
jail.
I'm gonna no...
Go to jail, dude.
Nah.
Touch him like that.
Go to jail.
Because of this incident, the Largo Police Department conducted an investigation on the officer and determined that he violated police conduct, which got him fired. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel for more police encounters. Hit that bell icon so you don't miss anything. Till next time.